Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Brewers is Bill Travers, whose record is 2-2 with a 6.28 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 3-1 with a 2.29 ERA. And so we won the fourth game of the four-game series against the Indians. And right now we stand at 4-4 against the Indians this season. You would think we'd be crushing them, but for whatever reason, they've put together a pretty darn good team. Take a look at the standings real quick here. Detroit does have the most wins in baseball right now, and the second best record in the American League behind Kansas City. So we're looking pretty strong as we head back home to face the Milwaukee Brewers. Before we get started today, just a reminder that in the seventh inning stretch today, we will be doing the robot race every home game. We'll have a robot race until we have a winner decided, and that winner will get a Hall of Fame pitcher's autograph from my personal collection. And I'm excited to give that away. It's a lot of fun for me. I think the little robot avatars have been a lot of fun to watch, and it's always, I enjoy giving stuff away. So for me, it's a little added benefit. So we have the robot race to win that autograph, and maybe we can extend our lead in the American League East. Let's take a look at our starting pitcher today, Dave Rozema. The Brewers are batting 178 against him, the players that are currently in the lineup today. They've got a mess of a lineup. We'll talk about them momentarily. And the bullpen is all available today. Jack Morris getting his sixth win yesterday. Then we have Bill Travers, who is a lefty. So our lineup is our lineup versus lefties, which really means that we give our lefties the day off. So Lou is getting the day off. We're going to put Mark Wagner in at second base. Gibby is getting the day off. We're going to rotate the outfield and put Rickey in left. Andre Dawson, who had the day off yesterday, will be in center field, and right field will be Glenn Wilson. Reggie is still in the lineup, even though he's a lefty, because of our little platoon that we have going with John Mayberry. It's Reggie's to lose right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup rundown for the Milwaukee Brewers. Batting leadoff and playing right field today is Marshall Edwards. Batting second and DHing is Randy Reddy. Batting third, playing second base, is Paul Molitor. Batting cleanup and catching is Dave Sachs. Batting fifth at third base is Randy Asadoor. Batting sixth in left field is Doug Loman. Batting seventh at first base is Bob Skube. Batting eighth in center field is Gorman Thomas. And finally, batting ninth at shortstop is Ed Romero. Pitching for Detroit, Dave Rozema, off to a good start this season. He is 3-1 in 6 starts with a 2.29 ERA, 15 Ks in 39 innings pitched. Opponents only batting 190 against him. He has given up more walks than he's accustomed to. Through 39 innings, 11 walks. You'll see here that he's gave up 30 in 162 and 37 in 168. So he's been a little bit more wild. Take a look at his log. He went 5 2/3 innings in his last start to get his third win. Did not give up a run. And really, he's the most runs he's given up in any one start, earned runs, are 3. So the defense has let him down a little bit. And hopefully we brought our gloves today. Let's take a look at our defensive alignment here. As you can see, Mark Wagner in at second base. Technically, he's a middle infielder, but he's playing out of position. Shortstop is his main position. So we'll see if he can be a good double play combo with Alan Trammell out there. And we got Glenn Wilson out in right field. as we move Henderson to left, which is his best position, not center field where we've been playing him. Okay, so here we go. Marshall Edwards leading off against Dave Rozema. He's a lefty. Ground ball to Wagner. Test him right out of the gate. And Wagner makes the play. There's one down. Next up is Randy Reddy. DHing today. Ground ball to Wagner. If you're new in the lineup, they're going to find you, as ground balls have eyes. And finally, Paul Molitor pops it up just past second base, and Trammell makes the play. So 1-2-3 inning for Rosie. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the Tigers lineup for today. We have Rickey Henderson leading off, playing center field. Scratch that. Rickey is in left field. Batting second at first base is Greg Brock. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth and DHing is Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting seventh in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting eighth in center field is Andre Dawson. And batting ninth at second base is Mark Wagner. On the mound for the Brewers is the lefty Bill Travers. A lifetime Brewers pitcher so far. You'll see here that he's in an Angels uniform. This is for 1981 season, which is really his last season in baseball. This was a Topps traded card that they issue toward the end of the season to show any players that have switched teams. And so by the end of 1980, he was no longer with the Brew Crew. But this season he's 2-2, making his seventh start at 6.28 ERA. So yeah, he's clearly not as not as good as you would think a pitcher should be in the starting rotation. Again, he wasn't even pitching anymore, and he missed all of 1981. So we'll talk a little bit more about the Brewers and why they are in the position that they are in. As you look at the defensive alignment for the Brew Crew, and they suck. Randy Asadoor at third base is below average. Their first baseman, Skube, is below average. So yeah, not a great defensive team. Let's see if we can take advantage of that with Rickey Henderson leading off today. He always leads off against left-handers, and we have him batting cleanup versus righties. We're not stealing. He takes the walk. I'm telling you right now, you may never see Rickey Henderson intentionally steal with me again. There's no point. He just doesn't have the skill set. As we take advantage of the third base rating, infield single by Greg Brock, B-Rock, Barack Obama. And it's first and second now. Nobody out for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher's been clutch. Ground ball to short. Is this going to be two? Nope, we can't turn two. Everybody moves up a bag as Hatcher is out at first. So we have a chance here for Parrish, who's 3 for 9 with a home run against Travers, to get our first run in with what little speed Henderson actually has. Maybe Parrish can lift it to the outfield. It's a ground ball. Henderson should score on that. He does. There we go. An RBI for Parrish, and Brock moves up to third. And it's going to be up to Reggie, who does not have a hit yet this year against left-handers. And he strikes out looking. So we go to the top of the second, 1-0 Detroit on the RBI from Parrish. We have Dave Sachs up against Dave Rozema. Sachs batting .290 on the year, slaps a base hit to right. Runner on first. Here's Randy Asadoor. This team is full of minor leaguers. Chet Lemon is injured, which is why Thomas is in there. The first baseman is John Pachorik, and he's injured, and he's out. They have another player injured, whoever their third baseman is, I forget, and that's who Randy Asadoor is in there for. So as we see the pitch here. Oh, wow. Base hit to right field. Sachs should go to third. He does. Rozema in a little bit of trouble here. We're going to keep the infield back, try to turn 2. We'll give up the run for a double play opportunity. Okay, a strikeout by Doug Loman. And we're gonna pull the infield in now. We'll prevent that run if we can with 1 out. Ground ball to first. Brock will go home with it, and we get the second out. Playing right into my hands. And here's Gorman Thomas, who is not the everyday player. As I said, Chet Lemon is their center fielder. And Thomas gets jammed by a sidearm curve and pops out. So Rosie gets out of that inning, and we go to the bottom of the second. So the Brewers finished the season with negative cash. So they could not re-sign any free agents as Trammell gets a hit up the middle. Now they could extend a contract to anybody going to arbitration, as we're going to hit and run with Glenn Wilson, batting .353 versus lefties. So they re-signed a bunch of players as a strike. He misses. Trammell steals second base, and it's 0-1 count as Trammell all dirty there at second base. And then Wilson goes to right. Trammell will score. That's an RBI double for Wilson. Great job. So as I was saying, they could sign people who are going to arbitration. They could not sign any free agents, nor could they re-sign any of their own free agents as Dawson flies out to center field. So because of them not having any money, they weren't able to pay their medical. They weren't able to do scouting, any of the things that are important to this game. They had to wait till they got into the positive cash, which they are now. So now they can start maybe signing free agents and whatnot. As Wagner flies out to center field, Wilson is not going to tag up. Probably would have a better, well, it's 40% chance, but we're going to say no. We're going to let Rickey swing away. Rickey batting only 167 versus lefties. So at any rate, maybe we'll start seeing the Brew Crew actually make some free agent signings or some trades. We go to the top of the third. Tigers get their second run in the RBI double. It's 2-0 Detroit. Number 9 hitter Ed Romero leading off. Popping it up to Wagner and onto the outfield grass. Wagner makes the play. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Marshall Edwards, who hits a grounder to Hatcher. Hatcher had 2 errors in the 9th inning. He's had 5 errors in the last week of baseball. So he was off to a great start, and then he just started choking him out there in the field. So 1-2-3 inning for Rosie. We go to the bottom of the third with Brock, Hatcher, and Parrish up. So here's lefty on lefty. Brock hits lefties pretty well. Batting .286 versus left-handers. Flies out to right. There's 1 down. Next is Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher pops it up at home plate. 2 down. And then Lance Parrish, 3 for 10 with a home run in his career. Slams it to center field, and it's going to be tracked down by Marshall. By Gorman Thomas, actually, for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 Detroit. Hall of Famer Paul Molitor, the only true decent hitter in this lineup, and he's struggling, batting .252. There's 1 down. Dave Sachs grounds out to no. Trammell boots it. Come on, Tram. Let's take a look at Trammell's defensively. If you're not hitting, you at least got to be able to make the plays. That is his 7th error in 29 games started, and yet he's got a positive defensive WAR. It's because his range is so good. It's even better than last year. So he gets to a lot, and he makes a lot of errors. I guess you got to take the good with the bad. So Dave Sachs on first. Randy Asadoor hits a ground ball back to Rosie. Rosie spins and gets Sachs at second. So Asadoor on first with 2 down for Doug Loman. And Loman grounds to Brock, and that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0. Reggie is up. Reggie batting .243 with 5 home runs. 5 home runs leading the Tigers. Reggie with a base hit up the middle. Reggie is only 3 home runs away from 400 in his career. And I believe he now needs 81 hits to get 2,000. So he's got a couple milestones he could reach this year if he can earn some PT. So runner on first. Here's Trammell. We're going to hit and run. Oh, you can just take your time going around the bases. 3rd home run on the season for Trammell. Crushing it. 456 feet. 4-0 Detroit now. I really hope Trammell is coming out of his slump. He batted .250 in real life in 1982. So perhaps we'll see him hover around that mark all season. There's the first out of the inning as Glenn Wilson grounds out to short. Play made by Romero. And then Dawson taps it to first. What are we going to do with Dawson? 196 and 2 home runs. He's getting $320,000 a year to have weak ground balls to first. And then Wagner grounds out. So the damage is done. A 2-run shot by Trammell. We go to the top of the 5th. Dave Rozema at 59 pitches gets Skube to pop it to right. I'm refraining from making any Scooby-Doo jokes. I think it's pretty obvious. Oh no! Also, that's incredibly obvious as Gorman Thomas absolutely blasted to the moon. 443 feet. It looked like it was out of the stadium altogether here at Tiger Stadium. So that is Thomas's 2nd home run of the season. And if you take a look at him, he's basically, since our first season of Sim, 1980, he's really been used sparingly. His ratings aren't great. Better than Reggie Jackson, though. So 1 down. Here's Ed Romero. Ground ball to 3rd. Hatcher. Come on. 6 errors for Hatcher this week. Now I'm starting to get concerned that maybe we can't even use him at 3rd base. And we don't have any other 3rd base options. We have Marty Castillo, who's our backup catcher, who actually does have a better rating at 3rd than Hatcher, but we don't have anybody else as Randy Reddy gets an infield single. 2 down, runners on 1st and 2nd for Paul Molitor. 1 swing of the bat, he can tie it up. Ground ball to middle, and it gets past Wagner at 2nd base. And a run scores. It's 4-2. So the error does come back to haunt Rosie. Cleanup hitter Dave Sachs is up. He's no slouch. He's got 90 for a power. Ground ball up the middle this time. Wagner gets to it. And that'll be the 3rd out. So the Brew Crew gets 2 runs on the board. 1 on a long home run by Gorman Thomas. The other really due to an error. Bottom of the 5th now with Rickey Henderson leading off. Ground ball to short. There's 1 down. Next up is Greg Barak. Oh, there we go. Long fly ball gone. Another home run for Greg Brock. That's 5. That ties him for the team lead. So Brock is doing his part. Mickey Hatcher, line drive to center field. Maybe we need to give Rickey Hatcher a day off. 2 down. Here's Lance Parrish. And he just crushes it. This is batting practice right now. as Parrish hits his 5th home run. So Brock, Parrish, and Reggie, who's up right now, all have 5 home runs. Let's see if Reggie can get the lead back. Nope. We go to the top of the 6th. 6-2. Tigers get the 2 runs back on a couple long balls. Here is Randy Asadoor. It's Asadoor, Loman, and Skube. And I can tell you, there's no way any of you know who any of those 3 guys are. So Rosie's at 85 pitches. This will probably be his last inning. There we go, striking out Asadoor. Next is Doug Loman. Oh, wow. Line drive, base hit into the right center field gap, and he hauls ass all the way to third for a triple. So runner on third with 1 out. Again, that run I'm not really concerned about. Let's go after Skube. And there's a ground ball to short. Rosie is officially listed as tired. Run scores. It's 6-3. And I'd like to see him get Gorman Thomas. Thomas and Romero are the last 2 options for him this inning. There we go. Strikes him out for his 4th K. That's going to do it for Rosie. We're going to take him out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-3 Detroit. And they're going to bring in Dwight Bernard from the bullpen. This guy, I think I've said before, one of the hairiest ball players of all time. 6th appearance, 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA. More walks than strikeouts, and that is his thing, as you can see here. Opponents are batting .226 against him. He's got no saves. Fastball tops out around 89 miles an hour, but his changeup is his main pitch. Fastball and curve mixed in. Neither one are great. So Trammell will greet Dwight Bernard. Strikeout. Oh, he strikes out. 1 down. Next up is Glenn Wilson. First time facing Bernard. A ground ball to short. There's 2 down. And finally, Andre Dawson. This guy's got no confidence right now as he flies out to short. All right, that'll do it for the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th. We've got the robot race coming up at the end of this half inning. We're going to take out Rosie, leaving with the lead. And we have, what do we have coming up? We have a righty, a lefty, and a righty. Oh, boy. I mean, we have to bring in, well, no, let's see. Do we have to bring it in? I guess we do. We're going to bring in Tom Hume. Hume, we've depended on him. He's given up a few long balls. He's got a weak hitter up now with Ed Romero. He strikes him out to lead off the inning. There we go. Then Marshall Edwards, who's a lefty. Ground ball to Wags. Tosses him out, 2 down. That'll bring up Randy Reddy. Ground ball to Wagner. Nicely done. 1-2-3 inning. And it is the 7th inning stretch. It is time for the robot race. Let's do it. There we go, folks. Let's go to the super full screen. Nice. Let's take a look at the contestants for today. We have Jonathan P. We have Diamond Princess. We have Rob S. He is our new contestant today. We have Bill H., Jeremiah M., and finally Dave K. down at the bottom. We've got 45 seconds on the clock. The winner will go on to the bracket. The 5 losers will get another shot tomorrow. So don't worry about it. I think we're ready to go. We're going to count down from 3, and we will start this race. 3, 2, 1. Brr. All right, Jonathan P. out in front. Eyes wide open. Jeremiah M. You got a purty mouth, boy. Dave K. in the bottom lane. Dave's been here, Dave and Diamond Princess have been here since the very first race. They're looking to get off the board here. The It's really a Dave and Jonathan at this point. Okay, here comes Diamond Princess. Is she finally going to pull it out? Oh, wait, Bill H is falling off the map. That usually means he's going to make a run for it. 6-5. Here comes Rob. Oh, Diamond Princess, finally. Diamond Princess wins. That is a long time coming. That just leaves Dave as the only racer to have not won from the very first heat. There's Diamond Princess Jeremiah. Rob, the new guy, finishing third with Dave, Jonathan, and Bill H. Closing up. All right, let's go ahead and drop that down. Let's go to the bracket, and we're going to add Diamond Princess right over here. There we go, Diamond P. Take a look at the whole bracket here. So that is the last from the first round. So now our contestants will be added going into the second bracket for each one of these as we go around the horn here, basically. And then we'll start having the elimination heats. That'll be fun. Okay, let's get back to the game. Hope that was fun for everybody as we go to the bottom of the seventh with Dwight Bernard remaining in the game. Mark Wagner. Let's pull up the in-game stats so far. I mean, it's hard to say who the player of the game is. There's been so many home runs. It's really between Brock and Alan Trammell. And I might give it to Brock, who at least hit a home run off of a left-hander. A little more challenging. So Mark Wagner rips it down the left field line for a hit. And it's a triple. He's only got 3 hits this season. And it's 2 doubles and a triple. So we have a runner on third. We're going to have him go on contact. As Henderson 2 for 4 with a dong against Dwight. Line drive, base hit into center field. Wagner scores. Oh, come on. You know I have to do it. He always gets thrown out. 60% chance. Oh, he is safe. That's a nice double for Henderson. Let's let that be the turning point for Henderson this season. So an RBI double by Henderson scores Wagner. Still nobody out as Greg Brock steps in and he walks. So first and second for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher 0 for 3 today. Goes with it to right field. Henderson will tag and take third. It's going to bring up Parrish. And we're going to give him a chance to have a 2 home run game. We're going to let him swing away. This could be a double play. Nope, a walk. We'll load the bases. And that's going to do it for Bernard. We're going to bring in Frank DePino. In his 10th appearance, he's 2-2 with a 7.88 ERA. Love that. 11 Ks in 8 innings. So he strikes out a lot of hitters. Poser bang 250 against him, and he's got a save. Okay, Reggie's 1 for 2 with 2 walks against DePino. Still only 1 out, and there's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Do we want to send a second runner home? No, we don't. We're going to hold everybody up. That's 2 hits against left-handers today for Reggie. Good job by him. Bases are loaded. Still, score is 8-3, and now we have Trammell up. Line drive to short. Everybody gets back safely. There's the second out. And it's going to be up to Glenn Wilson to get a couple more of these runs in. That's not going to do it. Long fly ball to center field, though, 400 feet. And that's the third out. So we go to the top of the 8th. We have 3 righties due up. So we're going to take out Hume. And we are going to bring in Roger Weaver to get an inning. He's the only pitcher on our team that doesn't have he hasn't really hit the same innings marks as the other relievers. And then we'll bring in either Capizzello or Tim Lawler to close the game out. We do have a 5-run lead. So our closer, Weaver, comes in, strikes out Paul Molitor. There's 1 down. Dave Sachs up next. Fly ball to center field, 2 down. And that'll leave it up to Randy Asadoor. A blooper to left center field, and it will be run down and caught by Henderson. So 1-2-3 inning for Weaver. Good job. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We have Dawson, Wags, and Rickey. Hawk is struggling. Line drive to right, and he goes 0 for 4 today. 1 down for Mark Wagner, and Wagner gets a base hit. There we go. That's his first single of the season. He's 2 for 4 today. Runner on first for Rickey Henderson. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. That is the 12th Tigers hit today. And that's going to bring up Greg Bruck. And this could maybe break the tie for player of the game if he comes up with something big here. No, he strikes out. All right, it's going to make it a little more challenging. 2 down from Mickey Hatcher. And Hatcher pops it up. That'll be the 3rd out. So we're going to have a tough decision to make on the Tigers player of the game. We got to finish it off first, though. We're going to bring in, we got a couple lefties, which is good. We're going to bring in Tim Lawler. Take a look at him real quick. 3rd appearance. He's just coming up to give Keith Comstock a chance to rest a little bit. So we're going to work him into this game. At the end of this week, we'll bring Comstock back. He didn't do anything wrong to lose his job. He just was overworked. As Lawler strikes out Loman. 1 down. Here is Bob Skube. Skube walks. Runner on first. Now, this gets a little tricky. Got Stormin Gorman Thomas, who did lead the American League in home runs in 1982 with Reggie Jackson, 39 each. Strikes out for the 2nd out, and we're down to the final batter, Ed Romero. Ground ball to short. Trammell makes the play. Tigers win 8-3. That was a nice victory. I don't like the 2 errors. But we even have a stolen base in there. It's pretty remarkable. No trade offers. Let's take a look at the standings. And we're 21-9. Looking pretty good. 2.5 game lead over Cleveland. New York has fallen to 5 back, so we're looking pretty good. I mean, I can't imagine Cleveland's going to hang in there this whole season. Boston, 2-8 in their last 10, have fallen to 6th place. Let's take a look at the National League real quick. There you go. St. Louis leading the East, and Houston and Cincinnati tied for the West. Take a look at the transactions. Yeah, there's been a couple more injuries here. Oh, Bill Travers. He sprained his ankle. So not so good for Bill. Oh, Dick Davis, that's the other guy that's injured on Milwaukee. He just got injured. So, but Bill Travers is going to miss 2 weeks. And then we have the catcher for the Giants, Dennis Littlejohn. And then Mike Torres. 9 months for the Boston starter. So Boston just gets worse and worse. We're going to look at the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and or subscribe. I did get my 1982 Fleer wax packs in today. I will open them tomorrow for Time Travel Tuesday. And I'm looking forward to see if we can pull a Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card valued at $40 in raw condition. And they're going for several $100s with a graded 10. We'll see what we get, I guess. Player of the game. Man, I wish I had someone here to tell me who it should be. I kind of feel like we need to give it to Trammell. Trammell had 2 RBIs, scored 2 runs. He had the home run, and he had a stolen base. So he had a shoe and a shot. So we're going to give it to Trammell. He also had the error. That sucks. Rosie gets the win. He's 4-1 on the season. Good job by the bullpen, as always. Bill Travers adds insult to injury as he gets the loss, 2-3, and he goes on the IL. Gorman Thomas gets his 2nd home run. That'll do it. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with Game 2 of this three-game series, another robot race, and the 1982 Fleer wax packs. Looking forward to that. Until then, everyone, have a great night.